right, guys, today's math lesson is about adding and subtracting. Before I pull out the lesson and we work on it, I want to take a look at those words and the symbols and just remind us what they are and what we do with each one of them. So we have actually, kindergarten's done a lot of adding activities. So this is the addition symbol, and here's the word add, A-D-D. And it's also called a plus. We put it together. And when you see this and you see that word, you know that you are putting things together, making it bigger. So if I'm going to take some rocks, I'm going to add them together. I'm going to put some over here, and I'm going to put some over there. And then I'm going to add them together, and that's what your answer is going to be, okay? So that's adding. The other symbol, get this to show, is called subtract. Okay, and here is a symbol for it. It's the minus symbol, and it means subtract, and it starts with S. Subtract, and that means to take apart or make smaller. So if I were to subtract with these, I would take away, and now I have subtracted 2. Okay, so add, to add is to put together, to take 2 groups and put them together. To subtract is to make 2 groups, to take them apart. Okay, so our math lesson today is a game that's going to help us practice adding and subtracting. It's called the Forest Game, and it has 3 pages with it. It has the instruction page for us. It has a game board, and then it has a reflection practice page afterwards, okay? So the way this works is that we have our game board. What you will need in addition to this game board, the Forest Game, is you will need to make your spinner. So we have a paper clip, okay? And then our spinner, we use a pencil right in the middle, paper clip there, and then we can spin that around, okay, to get our pieces. I have to go on that side there. Okay, spin it around. I can flip it with my finger, flick it with my nail. Okay, so that's those tools. And then you are going to need 15 items, 15 things to use as markers. 3 groups of 5. So let's go ahead and build that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have another group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have a third group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you need 15 items. Let's count all the way to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You could also count by 5s, couldn't I? 5, 10, 15. Okay. One of these is for player number 1. So they're going to have their pile of 5. One of these is for number 2. They'll have their pile. And then, oops, I missed one going over here. There we go. And then one is for the game board. And what we're going to do is actually put it on the first 5 acorns. We're pretending that these are squirrels. My rocks are squirrels, okay? So these are the squirrels in the forest. Okay? So we have our parts. We've got our board set up. We've got our spinner. And now we're going to work on adding and subtracting squirrels onto the nuts. Okay? So we're going to take turns spinning the spinner. And then the nuts are going to hop in or hop out depending on what we get. Okay, so if I spin it, oops, you can't see. There we go. That is a subtract 2. So 2 squirrels are going to leave the acorns. Okay, and we say 5 subtract 2, how many are left is 3. Now we can have some other conversations about that. If we have 3 squirrels left, how many more do we need to get to 10? 7. It would be 7 to get to 10. Okay. Now it's the next person's turn. And we're going to spin. Oh, and it's a subtract 1. So if we have 3 squirrels and we subtract 1 squirrel, Now we have 2 squirrels. How many squirrels do we need to get back up to 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would need 8 more squirrels to get back to 10. All right. Then we keep going. Let's get some adding in there. Oh, that's another subtract. Can I subtract 3? Uh-oh, no, I can't do that one. We need to do some adding. Adding. Add 2 squirrels in. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 squirrels in. Let's say that we have 5 squirrels and I got 2 squirrels. So now what I'm going to do is add 2 squirrels in. And how many squirrels do I have now? Well, hopefully you can just say 7 and not have to count. How many squirrels do I need to get to 10? 1, 2, 3, 3 more squirrels to get to 10. Okay, so you're going to keep taking turns spinning and adding and subtracting squirrels and talking about it until the player has gotten all the way to exactly 10 squirrels. If you have 9 and then you spin, add 3, then your turn keeps going and you subtract again. Okay, so that is the forest game, adding and subtracting squirrels. When you are finished with that, there's a reflection page. Your parent can read the questions to you. And this one says, what do you think of the forest game? And talk about it together. Okay? So what do you like about it? What do you like about this game? Okay, you can draw me a picture or your parent can help you write the words. Parents can write the words as you have a discussion together. What did you learn from it? Were you counting by ones, counting on, or did you just see how many squirrels you had in the forest? And then at the bottom there are some squirrel nut adding and subtracting equations. So you're going to add 3 nuts together with 2 nuts and say how many nuts the squirrel gets. Subtraction is just a removal of nuts. So you're going to have 4 nuts, remove 2, so you're going to count how many are left. So this one would be 4 here. Okay. All right, and that is our forest game for you to practice adding, how to add and subtract.